Ex-con, ex-addict Toby Hawk here. I killed my wife for the chronic, I killed my kids for the chronic, and hell, I almost killed myself for the chronic.
In this series, I'll be journeying all around the United Kingdom, exposing the cruel world of narcotics and the sad, short lives of those who take them.
So why don't you join me as I wage my own personal war on drugs? Hi, Toby Hawk here. I just got out of serving 3 years in Arizona State Penitentiary for killing my wife, killing my kids, and possession and distribution of marijuana, speed, weed, crack, heroin, TCP, 3CT, C3PO, GCSE, PS3, and of course, my own personal vice, the chronic. 10 years ago, I was so high on Green Goblin, I couldn't even say my own name. Now I know it's Toby Hawk.
2 years ago today, I got sober in prison, thanks to the efforts of the Goldenreach Rehabilitation and Resocialization Program. Since then, I've only used drugs recreationally and occasionally as a substitute for bed rest, and I get a lot of that.
Today I'm in Bristol, a thriving cultural metropolis buried deep within the inbred plains of the southwest of England.
My sources claim that Bristol was built on sex, drugs, rock and roll, and slavery.
Being a port town, Bristol was never alien to the influx and flow of drugs such as marijuana, cocaine, and worst of all, hundreds and hundreds of tons of snuff and tobacco, the bane of the Bristol denizen for well over 3 decades.
The flow of drugs into the city all began during the second half of the Industrial Revolution, with one of the most famous figureheads of the time, I. Zembard Kingdom Brunel, also known by his real name, Pablo Escobar.
Mr. Escobar escaped to the UK from Tijuana, Mexico in the year 1888, after having escaped from the Mexican super jail, Los Frijoles Grandes, that he was being detained in. Nowadays, Bristol is famed throughout the UK for its incredibly high rate of drug use among the youth, the middle-aged, and the elderly.
In 2015 alone, local Avon Somerset police reported 15,325 drug-related deaths, many of which were homeless men and women, or as I like to call them, street people.
Don't get me wrong, I love the homeless. I mean, hey, I've been there, man. I lived on Skid Row for 56 years, and hell, I'm only 45.
I've come to a local underpass, which I hear is the #1 spot for shooting up, slamming out, jacking off, and ripping down. So let's go find us some drugs.
Sir, excuse me. Do you happen to know where I can find any drugs around here?
What, mate? What was that?
You know, drugs. Las Drogas? The good stuff?
Alright, I don't do any drugs, mate. I don't do anything. Sorry, mate.
I'm having a look. I don't believe it.
Mate, what are you doing?
I'm having a look.
What are you doing, mate?
Chill out, buddy. I'm just having a look through here. Aha! I knew you were a liar. I found your drug
Mate,
stash.
vitamins, mate.
Vitamins for what? Being cold?
Mate.
Let's see here.
Mate, why?
These are just vitamin D tablets.
Mate, that's not right, mate.
Come on, big boy. You gotta have something in here
Mate, what are you
somewhere.
doing, mate?
Just
This
have a
isn't
look,
right.
have a
This
look.
isn't fair.
What's this?
I don't like this, mate.
Money?
That's my money.
What do you do with
mate.
this?
You ever heard to my food?
You ever heard the song "Money for Nothing"? Dire Straits?
Yeah.
Listen to it sometime,
You don't-
sunshine. I'll be taking this.
The food, mate.
Who the fuck buys food? What a loser.
Mate, why?
As you can see, the mission was a complete success, and I now have a better understanding of Bristol's street people. Yeah, what a loser.
I'm meeting up with a man who's seen it all, taken it all, and fucked it all up. But now I'm told he's clean as a bell, and hasn't touched a drop of the hard stuff in over 5 years.
I'm joined today by ex-addict Michael Ron Gabriel, who took Hystralides every day for a decade and beat up on his wife. So, Mikey, tell us about the drug scene in Bristol 10 years ago. What was it like?
Do you know the popular, infamous recreational drug ketamine? Yeah, it's Krishna, as it was called back in the day.
Yeah.
Once saw a man who He took so much he thought he was a horse.
Yeah.
So I saw another man who did so much
yeah.
he thought he was every animal from Animal Farm and tried to revolt
that's
against
crazy.
himself.
That's crazy. I saw some real shit in Chicago this one time. This guy, he with no arms because he shot up so much Glutok via needles into his own arms.
You see, there's a massive problem today. They found benzoglycine traces in the water in Bristol, and at this point, this is when we know there's a real issue. With Bristol and London as the two cocaine capitals of Europe at the present time, which is obviously problematic for the youth.
This one time I shot up cream cheese into my brain through a straw hat.
I don't really see how this is relevant at all.
Yeah.
I thought you were here to talk about drugs.
This
talk
one
to a
time
survivor.
this one time I took crack cocaine in a drag screen with a raw hat.
Yeah. You see, the issue is people like you who advertise it to the youth.
Yeah.
You glorify it.
Yeah.
You get them interested. You get them curious.
Yeah.
And society comes along and spits them back out.
This one time I went into the drain with the Pope in the rain and I just danced around and just hopping around, taking so much cocaine in the rain, speed with the weed. I'm smoking it all. I'm just dancing around the town with the Pope in a straw hat.
I thought I had problems. 10 years ago, I was in your boots, and look at you. What?
Street dancing.
You're a real piece of work, you know.
Yeah, look at me, I'm street dancing. Whoa, hey, pal, don't get handsy with me. I thought you weren't a puncher anymore. Come on, hit me like you used to hit your wife. Huh? You feel that? You feel that? That's that rage building up inside of you, that cocaine rage. Hit me like you used to hit your wife. I know I can bring it out. Oh shit! I thought you weren't a puncher anymore. I thought you weren't a puncher anymore. I need a police officer. Get out of here before I call a police officer.
Piece of shit, you know that? A real piece of
You're
work.
a drug-addled scumbag. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh God.
I've arranged to meet with a local dealer to get a first-hand look at what Bristol's favorite street food, ketamine, really feels like. We'll be taking a sample back to the Hawk lab to see what these teens are really putting in their bodies.
Right now, I'm meeting up with a native dealer on his designated operating corner, Great Street. He's over there, so let's see what kind of spread of local Bristol drugs we can get our hands on. Follow me. Ahoy, sailor.
No cameras.
I know, I'm just filming for my aunt's wedding video. Don't worry about it.
What do you want?
Well, just give me a good spread of everything you got. Like, I'll just take like 2 of whatever you got that's strongest.
You buying or not?
Yeah, whoa, I'm buying, man. Hey, this one time I ate an entire Chinese checkers set thinking that they were tablets of E.
Okay, are you buying?
Yeah, I'm buying. I got the moolah, baby. I got the money. I got the dough right here. I got the dosh, the cash, and the cooler right here. Okay, big man, how many bifters do I owe you? And do you want to be paid in cash or dollars?
Fucking money, mate. Come on, hand it over.
Yeah, keep the change, partner.
The dealer told me he'd kill my family if we filmed anymore, but I left with a veritable party bag of Las Drogas.
Fuck out of here. Let's see what we got here. Starting from left to right here, we've got these CBB gummies, also known by their street name, Long Boys. These little bastards are gonna knock you out in your ass for about 10 to 12 hours, depending on the strength, which varies by dealer. Over here, we got these couple of pills of Extraline. These things will get you speeding up, slowing down, and swerving around all over the place. Following up here, we have Huff, Grimace, Red Sunshine, and these little bad boys. P3 pills, also known by their street names, Pogo, Poggers, and Pop Goes the Weasel. As the saying goes, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger.
After a while, I started to feel a little weird, so I went to find a place to sit down. My journey around Bristol was very enlightening for me. I learned that street drugs, while delicious and candy-like in appearance, are no piece of cake. I learned that drug dealers really mean business, and that homeless people are people too. And at the end of the day, It's just a living.
People been asking me how I can live with the things that I've done. I've been Toby Hawk, and this has been my war on drugs.
I need to go home. I need to go home. Next train to LA.
Gotta go back to the hotel, Toby.
No, Toby. No, I go see my wife and kids.
Toby, they're dead.
Oh yeah.
Get a zoom in on this cock.